Phase of Moon. Third.
It's been a wild day today right here at Third Phase Moon. Welcome back everybody from around the world. 2020, we've got a lot of videos for you from around the world, including Poland, as we even get more videos coming in. It's incredible. We've got more videos coming from Los Angeles, and we're going to go to Japan. We also got an incredible interview that just happened moments ago via Dr. J and Corey Goode. Corey Goode breaks down some things that we haven't heard, and we're going to be sharing this right after we get through these UFO videos. There's something going on in our skies. We get emails coming in as we're doing this. So let's just share with you the first video coming in from the social hack. He's allowed us to share this. It was shot earlier this year from Poland. Watch. All right, we're going to get a closer look at this video. Whatever the social hack captured, he said he was out there to capture some lightning. Apparently there's a storm in the area, and he managed to capture these lights in the sky. Are these drones? What do you guys think? What is going on here? Apparently there is something going above the skies over Poland, but again, do you think these are military in design or just some kind of advertisement, or maybe a hobbyist of a bunch of people throwing these drones over that Poland area to create some kind of hoax? Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, I saw this posted and I reached out to Social Hack and he gave me permission, and I'm looking at the numbers. He's actually gaining some traction on this. He's approaching 10,000 views, and good job on that. What is happening in the skies above Poland? They look anomalous, these lights. Could they be drones? Yes. Could they be a flock of birds being reflected off some light? That's a possibility. But again, these are curious lights, and they are unidentified. So that's why we're posting it right here at Third Phase. What's up with the next video, Blake?
Yeah, this is coming in right now at Third Phase Moon, and we have permission to share it with you. It comes from a YouTube site called Aliens, a USO Government UFO. Well, he says he hopes everybody's doing well, but he captured this over the skies of Los Angeles, and he's not exactly sure what it is. Watch.
That's weird. Look. It's a plane on the other side of me. Those are like two lights. Just hovering. Weird, huh? That's a plane flying next to it. See that? That's a plane flying next to it. But those things are not a plane. Crazy.
All right, what do you guys think? What do you Aliens USO Government UFO capture? Again, we're going to be supplying the original link below. It's very strange. I'm looking at this very closely, and I'm trying to enhance it, but what's weird is that I don't see any pulsating lights from this. He says there's some kind of hum that is coming off of it. Not sure if it's coming from this craft, because he could see this other airliner approach it, and we see the FAA lights, obviously, but not with this unidentified craft. Brent, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's cool capture. I'm wondering what camera he's using. I think he's using the Psionics, the same camera we got. And usually when you're filming these kind of planes in the sky, you're going to see the bounce of the FAA lights. And this particular object isn't showing any of that. That's why I would film this if this was in the sky, and it's a good capture. We don't know what this is.
That's what we all want to know, the truth. Now we even have more footage coming in from Japan, and this is pretty interesting to me. Apparently, a webcam over there at the Kagoshima city had their sights on the volcano, and this is what they captured. We're looking at this, and it is kind of amazing when we have these anomalies captured by sky cams. And I want to thank the Hidden Underbelly 2.0 for sharing this incredible discovery that he shared on his channel, and the word's getting out, but I'm glad I could share it with you right here on Third Phase Moon. We're looking at it closer. The Sakura Jima volcano, where exactly you see in the foreground, but these lights hovering over it, it almost resembles the TR-3B. It's amazing. Brent.
Yeah, what's up with these volcanoes emitting lights throughout the world? The Sakura Jima volcano is quite an exciting place, and could these be something that's been obvious? People say that UFOs use volcanoes as maybe a gas station. Are they using the energy from them?
The phenomenon behind volcanoes and UFOs, they kind of go hand in hand, and it's a very interesting thing to speculate why these lights appear next to these massive, the powers of Mother Nature. I want to get you guys' comments below. Now, today, Dr. J, as I said earlier, had an incredible interview with Corey Goode, and it went on for about 48 minutes. We're going to share you a portion of this interview. We informed Dr. J to ask Corey Goode anything you want. That's kind of what I like about Corey Goode. Whether you believe him or not, he's ready for the questions, and he's got a lot of answers. So it's pretty amazing. Here's the portion that was just shot moments ago, and make sure you take a look at the entire interview on Dr. J Radio Live. The link is in the description.
Now, let me ask you. Have they tried to silence you? I'm sure they had, right? And you have military training as well.
Yeah. I've had threats. I've been in my backyard and had laser dots on my chest. I've had Chinook helicopters fly over my house and hover over in very menacing ways. I've had someone that actually tried to poison me when I was at a restaurant at an airport one time. The list is very long. But what I was told when I first came out and why people wanted me to go public was that there was a little bit of security in being public, that if they killed me, they would basically not really make me a martyr, but make everyone very curious about my information and maybe validate it. And the conspiracy, even if I died of a heart attack or something weird like that, the conspiracy theory crowd would go wild and start digging even more. So they do what they've done best over the last 4 years, especially. They created campaigns to discredit me and those around me. I've been cyber stalked to a point to where authorities are looking into it. We have multiple lawsuits out there. People can go to, I won't go into it here. People can go to lightwarriorlegalfund.com and look at the cases in the upper right-hand corner. It's pretty crazy what I've gone through. But the question, it goes back to if I was just some crazy guy telling stories, then people would make fun of me and whatever, and then I would fade into the background. But my information has, for nearly 6 years, captivated people. And a lot of people are seeing how much sense it makes. Therefore, that's one of the major reasons that they've been sending all of these cyber stalkers. And there's also other aspects, some greed that's involved, because ufology's become $1 billion business. And when some people, if they can't control you, or have you follow their agenda, then they go from your best supporter to your worst enemy overnight. It's very, very crazy landscape to navigate.
You're absolutely right. It has become a billion-dollar business, a multi-billion-dollar business. The events, what else? Books, products, you name it. Anything.
Documentaries, TV shows. Right now, there are several channels that are seeing, the desire for this type of content, and they can't wait to start producing this type of content once, the pandemic has disappeared after the elections. So next year, I think people in this community I think they're gonna have all kinds of opportunities to put this information on other channels, because the great awakening that's occurring, it's causing people to be more curious, and they're putting their dollars where their curiosity is. And more of that is in the esoteric or ufology fields and conspiracy fields. And it's growing by tens of millions of people, and that brings more money, more greed, and also, we have to admit, disclosure was set up by the Rockefellers and other people who were trying to control the narrative. So people like myself that come in and are not, staying in my lane, as they say, I'm all over the place. If they can't control you, if they can't control the narrative, then they'll destroy you, blacklist you, do whatever they can. And I think that, the more people come looking for this information, the more we're going to have problems with greed and, people just trying to make the almighty buck over any type of, altruistic ideas, like, disclosure, for the sake of disclosure. A lot of people cry that, but when it comes down to it, they're just either looking to get famous, they got something inside they need to nurture that they're looking for outside. There's just, it's a crazy landscape.
Here comes. Does Corey have an implant? And if he does, was he aware it was implanted, and where is it implanted?
I am pretty certain that there's this one area in the back of my head, like right here, that there's scar tissue there. And there's many times that I had memories of people behind me either giving me some sort of an injection there with like a huge needle and like a pistol kind of injector. And there are other times to where I remember them rubbing cold flat metal in the back of my head. Now I don't know what that was for, but it very well could have been them putting in implants, gathering information from them and removing them. But right. I don't have any memory of some of the people I served with on the research vessel. They would have, just like they do now, they put chips in their hand, and you walk up and they stick their hand under a little scanner that will give them access to different areas. I didn't have that type of access. In those types of areas, I always had to be escorted.
This next question is from Alex Oyen. Alex, shout out to you too. Has Corey seen a huge increase in the ET presence coming to our Earth, and is something bigger about to happen than we know?
Yeah, a lot of ET groups are here, just anthropologists. They're here studying us, and they know that we're at this very pivotal point in our development, that we're coming up to a point where there's going to be this solar event that occurs like a slow pulse in our solar system every 12,500 years. And when that happens, the electromagnetic field of the sun and its energy changes. It envelops the energy of the Earth and its magnetic field. It envelops us and our magnetic fields, and changes our frequency. It changes our consciousness. And we begin to think differently. We begin to communicate and connect with each other in a different way that brings us into a fourth density type of existence. And right now, we're in the very dirty part of where the third density consciousness is coming to an end, and this event's going to occur. So there are a lot of ETs from many different levels of existence that are here to observe what's going on.
Here's another one for you. Corey, have you been to the green dimension where Bigfoot is? Because I've been to it where the trees are greener than anything we have.
It may not be a dimension. It could be another planet. It could be another dimension. I don't know. I haven't been to the place that you're talking about, but all dimensions are local, just like time is local. Within I've talked in the past about how gravity is pulling in space, and space starts piling up on itself and comes to a termination point. And then these little bitty eddies, little twists, microscopic in size, occur, and they spin all the way down, going towards the center of the mass of the Earth. And those are that's what creates time. That's what creates gravity and our experience of time. And it's local to our planet, this little time bubble. But within this time bubble, and within the little eddies, these little it's like rain coming all around us, microscopic rain, these little twists of space-time. Within those twists are other dimensions. And also in some of these dimensions, time is traveling backwards, time is traveling faster forwards, and there are other dimensions to other, there are other realities, all within the little twisting space-time all around us right now. So the electromagnetic field of the Earth interacts with the cosmic web, and ley lines and different energetic areas are activated at certain when things are in a certain position, in space, different planets and stars, and it activates that little region, and it's a portal. And then you can either see bleed through of beings on the other side, or actually physically they can come across, or we can go across.
I want to thank everybody for joining us in this live premiere. We're doing it live, and you guys are so great giving your support with your super chats, your intelligent comments. It really helps. What I want you to do is share this link with your friends and tell everybody about Third Phase Moon, and to watch the entire interview with Corey Goode via Dr. J Radio Live. The link again is below. Tell them Third Phase of Moon sent you. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody. Be safe, Blake Cousins. We'll see you real soon.